Good morning, friends. I am out watering in the garden this morning, having my coffee with Jesus. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about fall gardens. It's 900 degrees outside. We're just now starting to harvest, and I'm going to talk about fall gardens. What is up with that? But if you look over there at my high tunnel, I have big plans for her this year. She's never been 100% utilized. She's gotten close maybe a couple times. But this year, yeah, she's going to be full. That's my challenge to myself. Look at my little baby asparagus everywhere. Look. And the leeks are going to town. We've got some Romas ripening up in here. We've actually got some cucumbers ready to go. Here's what's left of my jalapenos after the bunny. We'll just call it the bunny incident. I'll show you. Look at that castor plant. That's a castor bean plant. And then there's bee balm back there. And I'll show you over here. Hubs did clear all this out from where the chickens, so they don't have a playground anymore. I'll show you though, this is not where they go anymore. They actually, I showed you on a video the other day, we moved them. But when he mowed it all down, he left my little stand of milkweed. And we've seen so many butterflies out there, we're excited. So let's talk about fall gardens. Yep, it is time to, oh look. Can you, wait a minute. I'll make you dizzy if I try to catch it. There's a monarch. So we are in the process of planning our fall garden, and some of the things that you're going to want to plant in the fall would be your brassicas, like your broccoli, your cauliflower, maybe some more cabbage, some beets, radishes, maybe some more squash. This is actually a better time to plant your squash. You'll have less pest pressure if you do. There we go. And then your salads and spinaches. I love salad, so I'm definitely going to make sure I get some of those in there. But it's time. It is time to start thinking about it. And I want to talk to you a little bit about food security. I've kind of tiptoed around it for a while, but I'm feeling compelled. There's my little 5-gallon bucket that I carry around with me when I'm watering. And I use that to pull weeds, and I keep everything in the beds pretty well weeded. I try to. There are people in this world who have more money than sense. And they're buying up all of the farmland. And they own millions of dollars worth of stock in a major seed company. And that major seed company is buying up smaller seed companies, and they are patenting all of the seeds. And about 10 years ago, they tried to push to have home gardeners like you and I not be allowed, for it to be illegal actually, for us to save our own seeds. And there were, I think one of the reasons they said was that they were just trying to combat some of the pest pressures that we have, and we were spreading them with these seeds. Well, these same people are buying up the small seed companies, patenting those seeds, and suing farmers, and that would be larger scale farmers, if they save their own seeds, because they're patented. And these same people are wanting us to not eat meat and to go with the computer printed, we'll just use the words chicken nuggets, which they're going to start selling at a national chain here, I think in September is when the projected date is. And they want to control what you eat. They want to control. We're becoming a classless society where there's no longer going to be an upper, a middle, and a lower class. There's going to be an upper and a lower class. And I'm not even going to go into an opinion on that because that isn't even the point of the video. They want us all to have the same access to the same foods, and I think that's great. But they want to tell us what foods they can be, and they want to tell us how much we can have. You know, you're seeing limits at the stores now on how much you're allowed to buy of certain things. And you're also seeing a lot of shortages at the stores. And I'm in the food business, have been since the late 80s. And there are food shortages, don't get me wrong. But it's not just because of the weather and the actual food itself and things like that. There are production issues. They don't have anybody to work. They don't have anybody to work on those production lines. And there's, so when you are talking about, let's say, lunch meat, there's no one to make the hams at the production facility. There's no one to run the slicers. There's no packaging because there was no one at the packaging place to work the line to make the packaging. And then there's no pallets and cardboard boxes because there was nobody there to work the lines. And then they finally get it produced, what little they do get produced, and there's no truck drivers to deliver it. And then the price goes up because the packaging went up, the price of oil went up, the price of the pallets have now doubled. We actually have a manufacturer who wants us to call distributors and see if they'll sell them back some of their pallets. So it's just a snowball effect, and that's what's affecting your food supply. Yeah, there's a lot of problems with the weather. I know they had to harvest the commercial peas early because of the weather, and so they're saying that they're not going to have as much of a harvest this year as they did before. And you know, then there's the cattle that are all being slaughtered because there's no water to give them. And it's just, let me stop for just a second and show you this. These are my beets. This is why I like growing them in the high tunnel. I will take you in the high tunnel in a minute and show you those crazy beets that have to be canned this weekend. I don't know. I think some of this is toothache plant that I had in this bed last year, but if it is, that's the last time I'll plant that because it has taken over. That right there is a ground cherry, and I'll have those for the rest of my life because I planted them once. But anyway, back to food shortages. And we need to have food security. We need to know where our food comes from, what's in it. You know, I've heard all these rumors and these conspiracy theories about they're going to put this in the meat and they're going to put that in your vegetables, and let them, because the vegetables I'm eating are right here. And I am going to save my own seeds. And if you need seeds, if you can't afford seeds, you shoot me an email. And if I have seeds to send for what you're looking for, I will definitely just mail you seeds. I'm all about taking control of our food system. The food system's broken. And, you know, to steal a quote from another homesteader, I'm part of the movement to fix it. And I want you and your family to be blessed. I don't want you to experience hardship because of decisions that other people are making who've never enjoyed, probably, I mean, I can't say that blanketly, but most of them have never enjoyed growing their own food or realizing that there's such a taste difference and a nutritional difference. You know, if you wait until a tomato is ripe to pick it and eat it, it's going to have a lot more nutrition than it is if you pick it green and let it ripen in a box on the way somewhere. Look at this. We're getting there. You know, it's for as much issue as we've had this year with the deer and the rabbits and the pests and the weeds in between the rows, and I'm still blessed. It's still a perfect life for me. I've lost a lot, I've gained a lot, but it's a perfect life. I'm truly, truly blessed. So I would implore that you think about a fall garden. You think about what you're going to plant. You don't have to have a big yard to do it. You can do a lot of it in containers. And like I said, if you need seeds, you let me know and I will make sure you get some. Because we all need to be in this. Oh gosh, I don't want to use that quote. We all need to be in this together. But we do. We need to unify and go back to a simpler life where we were growing our own food. We knew what was in our food and we helped our neighbor. And we all made sure that everyone had food on their table. Friends, I will tell you that the food banks are becoming preppers. They are stocking up on food because of their concern with the food shortages this fall and winter. I work with a food bank, I won't say which one, and they sent out an emergency plea for a certain item because the place that won the bid couldn't supply them with product. And they were trying to find a way to feed people. And when even the food banks are having issues and someone has committed to giving them product and they can't do that, it needs to give us all pause. And I know I'm rambling and maybe to some people I'm not even making sense. But I will tell you, as someone in the food industry, there are shortages, there are more coming, and I am quite confident it's going to be a rough winter. They're going to limit how much you can buy of some things, and they're going to tell you what you can and can't have, or they're going to try to anyway. So reach out to me if you need anything. If you need advice, if you need seeds, I am here because I want to help. That's the only reason I started this YouTube channel. I could care less if I have 4 million subscribers. I could care less if my hair's done and I look all pretty and my nails are done and I've got cute little thumbnails. What I care about, friends, is if you can just get a little bit of knowledge from me, and I'm no expert by any means, on how to start growing your own food and being able to take care of yourself and your own needs and those of your family and maybe some of your extended family, then that's why I'm here, and it was all worth it. I want to help you, and let me know if I can. Be blessed and be a blessing.